Good morning. It is Wednesday. I am such a bad vlogger. I think it's because I've got more than one channel. I sort of concentrate on TikTok, and then before I know it, it's like the weeks passing by and I think, oh my gosh, I've forgotten to film anything for YouTube. As you can see, I'm working. I've moved my desk into the other front bedroom, and here piled up is just all clothes on a rail, coats, and mostly Millie's stuff because we're hopefully going to be decorating her bedroom soon. Although next week when I've got time off, I've noticed the weather's going to turn really hot again. It did this last time I was planning to decorate it. We had like 3 days and it was like 25 degrees, and I thought there's no way I'm staying inside, up to my eyeballs in paint. Not when our weather's so unpredictable. So we'll see. So yeah, I'm working today. I normally get up around about 5:30 on a working day, but I had such a terrible night's sleep last night. And then I woke up and like Phil wasn't at the side of me, and I was thinking, well, where's he gone? And then he fetched me a cup of tea in at like 5:10, like that's half an hour before my alarm goes off. I mean, I appreciate the cup of tea, but I'm like, if I bought him a cup of tea like before he was due to get up, he'd be like asking me what was going on. So I ended up sort of getting up at like 5:15, and then it's going to be a long day. It always is on a working day. But the sun's out and I've got my dinner at 11, so at least I can get out for a nice long walk with Buddy, which is always a bonus because the last couple of days I've only just taken him on little walks because the weather's just not been good enough. But I do need to keep an eye out for his paws, because when I took him to the groomers, she said he got a couple of grass seeds in between. He's got quite hairy paws in between his paws, and they can cause a problem. They can actually work their way into the skin and then into the bloodstream apparently. So yeah, I need to keep an eye on that. Before my dinner, I've got a meeting with my boss. We have like weekly sort of like reviews to go over like development and stuff like that. So yeah, it's quite a good day at work today. And I've got a big pile of stuff on the bed. You can't see, it's just out of shot. Samples that have come from TikTok Shop. Going to be sort of like ramping it up a little bit on TikTok Shop. And I'm always mindful because I know a lot of people, just scroll straight past the shopping videos, but I'm not going to do less of what I normally do, so like the daily vlogs and things, because I know people really, enjoy watching them and I enjoy doing them. But when TikTok takes up so much of your time, it would be nice, it is nice to earn a little bit of money from it as well. And sort of like the general like vloggy day in my life posts, when you're getting sort of 5,000-6,000 views and say only 3,000 of those are qualified views, and you're getting 40 pence per 1,000 qualified views, I'm getting paid sort of like £1.20 or something like that for those kind of videos, which, I'm not turning my nose up at it. I'm grateful for anything that I receive, but obviously the shop videos, they go out, everything goes out on the For You page, and the potential to earn money through TikTok Shop, is far greater than anything you can earn through the Creator Rewards program. So, I've had a few comments in the past, people saying, oh, do too many selling posts. I used to like watching your videos and now it's all selling. And it's like, yeah, I get that, but you've got the option not to watch, although, it's always nice when people interact or at least save or like those posts, because it does help. And it helps me then to make more of the stuff that people do enjoy watching. And I don't know why anybody would begrudge somebody just trying to make a little bit of extra money. So that's the dilemma that I've had. But anyway, I've decided that I'm going to sort of like, I got some statistics together, and I think I've been averaging sort of like 8 to 9 TikTok Shop posts a month. And I'm really going to ramp that up a little bit now, and just see what potential's there. I'm 51, still got quite a long way to go on the mortgage. My pension pot's not as big as I would like it to be. That's my own fault, although partly to do with the relationship that I was in before. But this is the thing, when you sort of like get divorced sort of like in midlife or whatever, you do find yourself pretty much starting again, and this was the case for both me and Phil. and I feel like I've got some, you know, I need to make some time up basically in terms of putting some money away in my pension and paying some off my mortgage if I can. So that's where we're at, and I'm just trying to be honest about it. So yeah, made myself a nice cup of coffee with coconut milk, and yeah, I'm going to crack on for a little bit longer and then take the dog out, and I'll catch up with you later. Good morning, it is Thursday. How is it Thursday already? I have no idea. I don't know how that happened. I've just dropped Millie off at school and I'm just giving it 10 minutes because, as you can probably tell, I'm going to go for a run. I don't think I'm going to need this jacket because it's still, well, it was saying 19 degrees, so still very warm, but it might rain, but I don't mind a bit of rain, to be honest. And I realised just after I set off that I've forgotten both my headphones. And what else have I forgotten? Oh, water. I've got no water. So that's going to be interesting. It's really funny actually, because I've been running since 2018, so 7 years, and I've only actually started running listening to music or a podcast or whatever this year when I got my headphones for Christmas. Before that, I used to just, what do they call it, like raw dog it, like just run like with my own thoughts kind of thing. But I guess we can get so used to sort of like being entertained 24/7, and I'm not sure that's always a good thing. So I think today might actually do me good, because when I first started running, it was always sort of like a really good thing to do for my mental health. If I was going through something really difficult, or you know, like during lockdown, it was just really great just to sort of like switch off completely, and you have the most random thoughts when you've just got nothing to entertain you and you're out on a long run. I mean, I used to do like 15-20 mile runs with like no music, like just my own thoughts, which is, it seems, I know that must sound like mad to a lot of people, but that's just how I used to do it. So I'm just going to give it 5 minutes just to calm down, because there's still a lot of people about, and I'm not shy or anything like that, but yeah, just let it quieten down a bit. I'm only going to do the little route that I do. It's quite hilly actually, which is not great, but it's just short of 5k, which is 5k is 3.1 miles. So this run probably comes out maybe 2.9, just short of 3 miles maybe. So yeah, and then I'm going to go home, take Buddy out, then I'm going to get showered, and I've got some content to film, and then I'm meeting a friend this afternoon for a coffee. It's a lady, she's one of the parents, her daughter's in Millie's class, and she's Polish, and she saw my TikTok about you know, how difficult it is to make friends, and she sent me a message and said, basically she was saying that because she doesn't have many English friends, like obviously all the people she mixes with are Polish, and the majority of people where she works as well are also Polish, and she was saying she's using her English less and less, and she's getting sort of like less and less confident with it, and she's really started to feel quite isolated. So yeah, she wanted to sort of like do something out of her comfort zone, and sort of we've been for a coffee before. We went probably about a month ago, went for a walk with a coffee, and I mean, she's got great English. She can understand everything, and she's got great spoken English. But yeah, meeting her this afternoon. So yeah, that's it for me today, and I'll catch up with you later. Right, I'm back from my run. I've had a shower, dried my hair, and I've got my pyjamas back on again for no other reason other than I've just been filming a quick TikTok shop video. But they're very comfortable, I'll give them that. I just wanted to have a little chat with you actually about purpose, really. I know that sounds really deep. It's always been important to me that the work that I do, like my paid employment, feels worthwhile. Does that make sense? And I suppose that's apparent from the jobs that I've had, obviously working for the police as a 999 operator, and at the moment I'm a vulnerable customer advisor for the bank. it's important to me that the stuff that I'm doing, my paid employment, it's important to me that I feel like I'm making a difference to people's lives. Does that make sense? I've done like loads of these tests that your employers make you do to sort of like find, you know, your strengths and stuff. And that's what's come from these tests as well, that it's that kind of thing's important to me. But obviously, as sort of like social media's becoming a big part of my life, I suppose, I'm not going to lie and say it's not crossed my mind, you know. Am I going to get to a point where it's actually not worth me working, you know, in being employed? There's a much better use of my time in terms of earning potential to work for myself and do sort of like social media full time. But the thing that I've been like wrestling with in my conscience is, you know, that side of it. Obviously social media, a lot of people would think it's sort of like quite shallow, if that's shallow, I suppose. A lot of people would say it is quite shallow. And from my own point of view, I've wondered, will that provide the same sort of feeling to me of feeling like I'm actually making a difference to people? I hope I'm making sense here with what I'm saying. But then this morning I had a message from someone, and I do get them from time to time. It was a TikTok message. It was from a lady saying that she'd been following me for a while and she'd been trying to pluck up the courage to send me a message. I think she said she just turned 40. She struggles with her mental health, and she's really wanting to sort of like take better care of herself and just asking me for a few tips and things. And I get messages like that, and I sort of realise then, I think to myself, like, if I'm providing any amount of value to people, whether that's just entertainment when you sat on your sofa at night and it's just 5 minutes entertainment, or like in the cases with that message where somebody sort of like sees me as like a role model, and is asking for my advice, then it's worth doing, isn't it? It's not as shallow as people would probably think it is. I know I'm really waffling on now, but I don't know. It's something that I've got to think about a lot over the coming months, because I was just saying this to somebody else the other day, you know, meeting Phil later in life. We've both been divorced. Obviously when you divorce, your assets halve, or in my case you walk away from all your assets, and I pretty much started again at 42 with nothing. I had nothing to my name, not even a stick of furniture. I bought a sofa from Facebook Marketplace. I rented a flat. Me and the kids moved into this flat. One of my friends gave me her old dining table because she just replaced hers. I literally started again at 42 with nothing, and I've never had a good pension because of how our relationship had been. There was never any spare money to put into a pension or anything like that. And so I'm trying to make up for lost time now, I suppose. And yeah, if one thing TikTok's taught me, and social media in general, is that there is unlimited earning potential out there. If if you put in the hours. It's not easy. You need to put the hours in, you really, really do. And you need to, God, the amount of research that I do into things. But yeah, just thought we'd have a little chat about purpose, really. Is it important to you? Could you do a job where, I'm trying to think now of a job where you're not actually adding value to someone's life, but I don't know, like say you were a banker or something like that, and you were just making money for a big company or something like that. You know, is it important to you to sort of like feel worthwhile in your day-to-day work? Let me know. Gonna change out of these pyjamas now. Right, we're back from Meadowhall, so we thought we'd show you what we've got.
So
go on then, you go first. I know you're dying.
So I got a Labubu, and I named it Fufu. I got it this one. It has like orangey, yellowy eyes, and it has like an orange tooth here. And I got it from like that shop.
What shop? Yeah, it's Labubu inspired, shall we say? I have no part in this.
And also it's called Fufu.
Yeah, okay. Then we got for some of Millie's birthday money. She got some
trainers.
New Balance trainers. Phil and I have both got very similar ones to this. I don't know if they're a bit more like your dad's than mine. Very similar, but we're some trainers, didn't we? And we got you some little Nike. How cute are those with the little frilly top? Little 6 pairs of Nike socks as well. And then Marks and Spencer's got some washing up liquid. And also in Marks and Spencer's, I got their kitchen cleaner because I love the smell of it. Then we went in Flying Tiger and I got another notebook. I got these fine liner pens because I just love writing with them. I use them all the time.
Mummy, where's my...
You can have a look in a minute. Millie got a times table thing on a keyring thing to help with the times tables.
Where's my squishy die?
I'll have a look for it in a minute. Got these little magnetic bookmarks. Thought they were really cute. I think they were £1.50. Got this tablecloth which I thought was gorgeous. Not sure what else we've got there.
But I've got clothes and
Then Phil got a pair of shorts. They're like a cord. And we've got a pair of blue linen shorts as well. He's got these greeny ones like that. So they're for Phil. And then
that is mine.
this is Millie's little dress that she got. Can't see, kind of smooth those out of the way. It's got like a little cutout in the back and this little cute puffball, like elasticated bottom, which I thought was really cute. That's lovely, isn't it, Millie?
And it is.
She also got this little cardigan. That was also from Next. It's sort of like got a bit of a sequin to it. That's nice summer evenings. Oh, and these were £1.50 in Flying Tiger as well. I just thought they were really pretty. So that's everything in there. We've got another bag yet.
Where's my squish?
Oh, there it is. There you go.
My it's my dice. It's like a dice and it's a squishy. So let me just show you. So it's a dice and you can like
It's like
squish
a
it.
stress ball, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's like a square stretch ball, but it's not really that squishy. It's just like
Satisfying.
satisfying.
Yeah. I bought myself a bra. I don't know if it's going to fit. We're going to try it. That was from Marks and Spencer's. And then in Primark, I got 2 tops. I got this one, which I saw, it's actually age 14 to 15, but that will fit me like a little knitted waistcoat. And then I got this one, which is like a really nice fine knit, in sort of like a deep chocolatey brown. Thought that was lovely. And I got the little sequin purse just to put my coins in on holiday. And this is Millie's. It's actually an adult size, extra small, but she's into Squid Games.
Squid Game.
So she's now player 4, 5, 6. I don't know who he is or she is.
Do you know player 230 from Squid
then
Game?
last up-
Thanos.
I just bought this perfume from Marks and Spencer's, which is the pink pepper, and it smells exactly like the Chanel Mademoiselle.
I'm going to try my
So-
Squid Game thing on.
We're all spent up now.
And Meadowwall is the best shop in the world, so you must go there. And don't forget to like and subscribe and comment your favourite shop.
Okay, thank you for that, Millie.